Так, всем привет, продолжаем проходить. Так, следующая миссия. Ну вот тоже у нас.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
You're a monster, Mr. Cox. An ungrateful and disgusting man.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Так.
It's locked.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body. Biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
So lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know.
And I thought
I met
last
him in New York.
If only there were more. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about...
Let me guess.
Goodbye.
Так.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Так.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have...
The people who work here all come from very different...
Have you...
I've never...
Goodbye, Nurse.
Так. Крыса.
Darkest thoughts.
They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins.
This dead flesh needs it.
Не понять, куда идти, надо идти.
Falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Не выполняет. Так. Так. Где она вообще? Я не понять. Может, здесь. Значит, активность. Если видите,
Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir. I need more.
All right.
I have all.
Thank you.
I cannot enter.
какое место закрыть. Что найти не могу.
Boil with the fever. So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Someone approached my blanket. Oh, the cold will be my death.
Понятия могу.
The life running in the veins. Go back this dead flesh.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, nurse.
Что там понять не могу. Идти.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doc.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on?
There are a lot.
What kind of...
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to...
Wise chop. It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Понять не могу. Ничего.
How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year?
Что-то вообще понять. Дайте
And you will
надо.
kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Да. Очень тяжело. Да, что вообще куда это идти?
Do you need...
The matter of Lady...
Oh, I know too much about this matter already.
I have...
Then ask away.
I have met Lady...
She's a fascinating woman.
She told me you've been doing all in your...
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without...
We'll see each other...
Что-то понять не могу. Куда идти? Вниз. Куда вниз?
It's locked.
Закрыто. Говорить вместе закрыть. Где она? Что делаете? Может, сюда идти? Я уже не знаю, плавил. Такое чувство подвала. Нет. Пишите, если хотите быстро набрать все. Такой слабый. Давайте лучше спрос начинать здесь сеть. Хорошо. Блин, уже устал. Сколько у вас? Не знаю. Как там? Как? Все, я не буду. Секунду, ты пойдешь. Все. Как? Так. Дайте, где она? Покажите, куда мне полететь. Что-то я вообще не понимаю. А это я не могу понять, куда он показывает. Ссылка вниз. Где подвал? Это опять вернулся. Опять вернулся. Часы. это было? Тут. Я что-то понять, не сюда. Похоже, там что-то не понятно. Да я не могу. Это 20 штук этих зомби, блин. Не могу. Я не могу понять. Все. Я смотрю на интернете. Не могу понять, куда идти. Что она не показывает, куда эта точка спускаться. Не могу понять. Все. Порыть медсестра. Где она находится? Ступить не умею, где она находится. ХТП. Так, то. Не то. So. Проверите. Вот. Так. Вот он поговорил с ней. Так, что-нибудь. Прекрасно. Так, да. Поговорил. Что не понятно, где он находится. Блин. Что-то... Я не могу понять просто. Все, пропало. Найти. Может, там. И сразу здесь измерить пути. Чуть. Vampyr. Еще нажал.
Have you found Oswald? All right.
I have all the info.
Thank you. Have you found?
Not yet.
All right.
I have all the info.
Thank you.
Relax.
Отнимай, нажал еще дальше. Спасибо, папаша. Найди то эти. Вот она, больница.
I cannot enter.
Да. Так. Como se pode? Если вампир поменьше 3 дня назад. Я какой-то шофоксин на женщину. Да, медицина. Здесь я благодарен за возможность. Следование.
Good evening, Doctor. Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Goodbye, Mr.
Did you hear me? Best turn around if I were you. I'd step back, sir. Look at it. This is bugger. Watch it! It's a cat! Doesn't like fire, does it?
Я уже научился. Блин, спел высоко. Я в шоке. Так. Идти место помадный пункт ставить. Так.
Don't come closer, sir. These spots! Watch out, boys! He's dead! Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Sorry! It's on him!
Да блин. Я не могу. Секунду. Просто прекрасный. Тут типа медсестра, я не вижу. Вот тут, как-то там. Так. Я не знаю, я не видел. Может, где-то тут. Так, я не знаю. Это чувак. Это доктор. Точнее, пара. И все. Странно. Конкретно той точка. Что?
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty smell better.
Интересно, да? Ну тут, а как мне падает? Это... И что мне надо сделать?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Понятно. Чего бы не скрипт просто не сделать.
Oswald, you can't just die like this.
Так. Лишний потом буду храниться в тайнике. Понятно.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Проверяем способность.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Так. Так. 110. Ага. Скорость атаки. Меда выноса. Ухушительность. Здесь даже начнешь. Конечно.
What sort of creature is this? sort of creature is this? What sort of creature is this?
Прокачался. Здесь так пойти, я не знаю.
What sort of creature is this? this?
Я понял, так.
What sort of creature is this?
Да.
What sort of creature is this?
Быстро не успевает понять, кто ушел и все вынес. Чашка. Очень чашка. Да.
What sort of creature is this?
Бобок. Так, вверх, это уклон. Так,
What sort of creature is this?
Here's what's left of him. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Так. Классная оценка. Кто такая чудесная? Хочу свежего. Так, пустил. Да нет. Что вообще не могу? Только что-то все. Ладно. Самое. Да я не знаю, кто такая чит. Спасибо, жаль. Это выход.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Медсмотр. Опыта. Фона боли.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes. Yes, I'll be.
Так.
Best turn around if I were you. Step away, sir. It's closed. No, she's one of them! Leech is fast!
Cool. Блин. Я в шоке. Да. Ты шо еще? Рано, блин.
Smells like rotten meat. One ear, I know it.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Как найти его?
Stop it! I won't end up in another
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know?
Never.
Goodbye.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street.
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Fine.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your trouble.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
What about those we left behind, face down in the mud? You want to change places with them? You cannot waste your chance at life this way.
It's not that simple. I wouldn't have expected you to understand. I don't even know why I spoke to you in the first place.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible...
The wet boots will be proud of me.
How are you?
I'm not your book.
Goodbye, young.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid not.
A gun?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you
you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my...
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and...
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
I'd like to see what...
Everything got better.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid...
Its effectiveness has been proven by men.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Nobody at home.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? I always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
As a merc...
Well, you mean besides the epidemic?
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned...
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft...
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in...
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Right then.
Всем пока, на сегодня все.